All right, on today's 30-minute mechanic, we're going to be working on the 83 today, and we're going to take the radiator and fan out of it. I've got a dual pass radiator that I'm going to put in this car. I put one in the Greenbean, and it worked fantastic. And this thing was running a little warmer than I would like, so I thought, why not try a double pass radiator in it? So I got one in a box over there. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute, so buckle up, let's go. All right. First thing we got to do is get this old radiator out of here, which it's not super old, but I think that's a 3/8. But it's a single pass radiator, and I need some cutters. Let me get those real fast. I put a double pass in the green car. You know, just because it was inexpensive at the time, and I thought, well, let's give it a whirl. And it has worked really well. I mean, with the car just sitting there idling, you know, when it would make a lot of heat, it never does make a lot of heat. So it really works well. And so that made me think, you know, maybe I should try it on this car, because this doesn't run super hot, but it does get up to, I mean, it was like 190 driving it out to the track the other night, and it was hot outside. It was in the 90s outside. So I got about 190, and it'd creep up a little bit. Highest I think I saw was 210. So, which is not crazy hot, but it's still a little warmer than I would like to see. You know, I'd like to see that. Of course, we don't run a thermostat with an electric water pump. I'd like to see it at 175, somewhere around there. And you know, the green car, the temperature has been super, super good. All right, let's find some tools. I got more stuff to cut right down here. I got to get this electric fan loose first. And I used brackets I made at the top, and at the bottom I just used zip ties to hold it forward. What did I say that was? 3/8. Now the new radiator is basically the same size as this one, so it should fit fairly well. I may have to take these brackets off to drop this out. Forget about that little fact. Maybe I got my tool in there. Gosh, really? Come here, tool. Yeah, that one's loose. And let me get this one off. That one's out. Get up there. Just going to set that down. Maybe. Come on. Set it on the floor. Pull it out this way. Oh, they're watching. Okay, this radiator, I don't know what I'm saying. finish taking off brackets here. Then we can just pull it out. And these are brackets I made, I don't know, when I first put the big block in this car a long time ago. So they've been around a while. And I'm pouring water on the floor, but that's okay. Radiator out. All right, now, that's the HHR fan. We've used those on a lot of cars. They work really well, move a lot of air, and I've been very happy with them. Now, here's our new radiator. See if we can get it out here. I'll set it in the chair so you can look at it. All right, it's a dual pass design. You can see right here where it's welded. That lets the water, it's sealed off right there. So the water travels through this part of the radiator, down through this tank, and then back out this one. So that's why it's called a dual pass, because your water circulates through the radiator twice. Now, the weird thing about these is they put your inlet and outlet on the same side, which can be a pain in some cars, but I've found that you can take a Jeep Grand Cherokee upper hose and make it work, where it comes out of the big block outlet and swoops around, just like we have right here on the green car. I'm probably going to do it just a little bit different than this one, but that's the idea. All right, let's see if we can set our new dual pass radiator in the car. Now, I may end up having to trim where the cap goes. Not sure yet. We're going to ease it down in here. Oh, gonna wiggle it past the horn. Set it down in those brackets. And we're probably going to have to do something here. Let's see if how our bracket fits. This radiator may be, wait a minute, may be just a hair wider than the previous one, which I think it is. So we're super tight. We're going to have to do some trimming to the body right back there. Oh, we're going to have to trim out right here. Let me get my Sharpie out. Not it. We don't have the black Sharpie. Where's the black Sharpie? Hold on. All right, this one is just a skosh wider. So we're going to have to do a little trim over here and probably a little trim over here. But the big thing is, like I did over here, we're going to have to kind of notch a little bit of this core support right here, so I can put a cap, radiator cap on here. So that dude will sit back. Let's see if that bracket doesn't lack much on this side. Actually, that fits back in there, but there's not enough room to get a cap on. So we're gonna have to do a little trimmage. Not a big deal. I don't mind cutting metal on my cars too much. It actually fits really, really snugly in there. That kind of fits. That kind of fits. I don't think I need to trim anything on the sides, just up here. That's good. See if we can get it out of here without banging it on everything. Let's put it back in the chair. All right. How are we going to do this? How do we do it over here? Really don't know. I don't remember how I did this. I think I just gnawed away with a pair of until I could, yep, Hold on, let's get some implements of destruction. All right, we've got our cordless grinder here. Let me take the handle off and flip sides. Actually, we could probably do this. All right, we got us a notch made. Let's see if that improved things. Let's take our brackets off, put them on the proper side. All right, let's see if we've opened up enough room over there for a radiator cap. Maybe we did. That silly thing off of there. Yeah, that dude fits in there. Let's find our cap. Cap. Come on, cap. What's going on here? All right, got our cap here. Let's see. We can put a cap on with it mounted right here. Looks like we can. Look at that. Perfect. Good deal. Now, we can, looks like our bracket is going to go right in here. Maybe. Like I said, I made these when I very first put this car together with a big block. That's probably 2010 maybe. It's been a long time. I just made them out of strap steel and bent some strap steel, welded it up, drilled some holes in it, and was done. Okay, now let me grab, I'm going to grab a ratchet instead of using that impact. Because I don't want to tear nothing up. Letting this dude down and see if I can still get my cap off. Yep, I can. All right. Now, this is actually we're going to put the fan back in there. But since I was draining, okay, I drained all the water out because I'm going to pull the intake manifold off and replace and redo the china walls because it's still leaking up here at the front of the motor. It's leaking oil out and making a big mess. So I figured while I had this off, I might as well do the radiator change that I wanted to make. So now, instead of draining water 5 times, so the next phase of this, I'll be pulling the intake off and moving on. But for right now, we are dealing with the radiator. Let's see if we can get our fan back in there. I don't know if I can get it from the top. I think it has to go in from the bottom, which kind of sounds funny, but well, look at that. Slipped it right in there, except I don't have any of my brackets handy. None of my bolts are handy. Never prepared. This one, it does go in the top. As long as you take the brackets loose. And again, these are just aluminum brackets that I made a long time ago for this fan. Just bent them up out of strap aluminum. Then out of the way. Fan moved up. That one in there. That one in there. Okay, where's my wrench? Oh my word, what's going on here? Really had good luck. Really had good luck with the HHR fans. This car has one. Jonathan's 84 Mustang over there has one. The Galaxy has one. I ran one in my yellow Nanner pickup. The only thing that doesn't have one is the Greenbean. It's got the Mustang factory one in. Okay, radiator's installed. Let's plug the fan back in. And that part's good to go. I guess now, I think I got a hose somewhere. See if I can find it. Yep. Got a lower hose. I think this is the right one. Not 100% sure. Okay, it fits the water pump. And it fits the radiator. So bingo boingo. Let's find some clamps. Time out. All right, time in. Found some clamps. And get this one back off. Slip a clamp over it. Pooch it back in there. And my deal here. Usually hoses is about the biggest pain with engine swap cars, is trying to find the right hoses to connect everything up. Okay, I've got another one here. Maybe it's big enough. Pull that back off. Get out of there. Yep. And this lower hose situation is a whole lot better than the other one. This is the lower hose I should have ran. Been running already. But I forgot that I had it. And when I went to put everything back together, I used the hose that I made to clear the front exhaust. So this one's going to be a better setup. Lower hose done. Okay. We're going to look at the upper hose real fast. Hold on. All right, now this is not how I'm going to run the hose, but I'm just showing you how this hose kind of comes close to working. Comes across, loops back, and then ends up right at the big forward water neck. Now, this end is too big for the water neck, so we'll probably end up trimming it back like we did on the green car and pulling it up. Maybe trimming a little bit. Do a little trim. The little bandsaw having the back works fantastic for that because you can just zip it off real clean and straight, and then check it. If it's not good, you can do it again. So it's probably going to tweak a little bit to fit what the confines we have right here, but that's how it's going to work. And unfortunately, I'm out of time for today. All right, it's going to do it for 30-minute mechanic today. We got our dual pass radiator installed in the 83. Hopefully this will bring our temperatures down just a hair. We got our radiator in, got it notched for our cap, got the fan in, got the lower hose in. We probably won't trim the upper hose until we're done with the intake, taking the intake off, putting it back on, resealing everything. We'll just wait and do that at the end. So, man, good day in the shop. Make sure you hit the description, check out my friends' channels. But for now, like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends. We'll see you next time. Bye.